Okay, here I am in Palm Springs with Eric. Good to see you again, Eric.
Thank you, Carol.
I had a weekend of pleasure with some girlfriends, but I kind of mixed a little bit of business in, and it's been nice to be here in beautiful Palm Springs. And Eric lives here, and he's going to be starting my program on Monday.
Excited.
So we're very excited. Can you tell me a little bit of how you decided to contact me to do this goal-changing transformation, and tell us a little bit about your goals and why you decided to work with Mark and I.
Okay. Well, I got to the point, Carol, where I was ready to be the best me that I can be. And I think we all come to a point where, we know when we're ready. And I feel like my time is ready now, and I'm ready to do this. Of course, like with anything that you do, you always want to give it your best. And how do you give it your best is you look to the people that you respect, your mentors, your people that can give you a great example, of what you want to be. And the truth of the matter is, I can't think of anybody that I would rather have mentoring me and be under their tutelage and guidance than Mark and Carol Arredondo. Their track record and how they are, it speaks for themselves. But I think the thing that even more drew me to them was that I really prayed on it. I said, Father, I'm ready to be the best me, and I want to make sure that as I get older, I have a good quality of life, and so that as I get older, I can enjoy the time with my wife and my family, and really just be blessed, and just all that I do, just be the best that I can be. So that being said, who else am I going to go to but the two people that I look up to? Carol's worked with my wife Elsa before, and the results spoke for themselves, and we've been really good friends with them for a while now. And of course, Marco, I told him, I literally said, I want to look like you, I want to be like you. I'm only 48 right now, I'll be 49 a few months into the program, but I'm excited because at 49 I know I'm going to be in the best shape that I can be in. The thing that I really know is going to set me apart is that these two people work as hard as I can, or I'm going to work. So you have to respect that. People that don't just say, do what I say, these people say, hey, do what we do. They basically set the pace. They know how to get you dialed in. They know how, on proven results and track record, how to get you where you need to be, and of course, them doing all that, it's only going to work if you work. So I told my wife, I know how hard I can work when I'm really dialed in and I'm really ready. And I'm ready right now. I'm ready to do this. So that's why I looked to them. I knew that these two people are going to help me be the best me that I can possibly be at 49 years old, after 13 plus years in the military. And I think that's the thing I told Carol and I told Mark. I said, hey, listen, the military and the Marine Corps didn't take it out of me. So now it's my turn to make me the best me that I can be again. I want to look and see people, the amazement in their eyes when I say, yeah, hey, I'm almost 50. Look at me. I'm running circles around these kids that are in their 20s and 30s. Marco's 62 and he looks born again. He looks, 40. Carol's great and she looks amazing. I know these two people are going to be the ones who are going to help me be there. And then this way, when I do it, I'm going to make sure that I give the thanks and the glory to God, because he put these two blessed people in my path. And then I'm going to embrace them both and thank them for what they've done. And then I'm definitely going to make sure that I pay it forward by not just doing this now, but making this a lifestyle. These people are blessed because this is their lifestyle. They lead by example, and who better to emulate than people who live a style of life that you want to lead.
Now, I'm going to interject real quick. Do you have any fears and frustrations?
My biggest fear, Carol, is that I know how I am. I can be impatient. I think we can all be impatient. We want to see results quick. I think society has made us very quick, result-oriented driven. And I think that's my fear, is that I'm going to say things aren't happening fast enough. I should be doing more. It's got to come faster. But I think mentally, part of this process is getting ready, is mentally they get you ready. I had a conversation with Carol before we started this interview, and I had told her, this past weekend before I started, I ran my first obstacle course race in almost 2 years. And of course, on the way there, I had all these, delusions of grandeur. I'm going to be a top 10 time, and I'm going to run this race amazingly. And then in that moment of pause, I had this little voice inside, and I think it was God telling me, says, you know what? No. You know what? Just have fun. Run your race. Run your race. Don't get weary. Just know that I'm with you. And you know what? I had that, and I told Carol, you know what? My time wasn't anything to brag about, but it was for me, because you know what? I ran my race. I ran a happy race. I ran an injury-free race. I ran a race that I had more fun in than I've had in years in. And that's how I told her, I know mentally I'm getting ready, because I was able to rein myself back in and do it. So that is a big fear for me, is not seeing results fast enough, but being mature enough to know that it's going to come with time and hard work. I think anything that we attain too easy, we tend not to hold in high as in esteem. I want to know that I worked for this, I earned it, and I had the two best people there for me. There's an old saying that says, when the student is ready, the masters will appear. So I have my masters, they've appeared for me now, so now I'm ready to do it. As far as frustrations, I think, again, it's just maturity, just letting myself start to feel like maybe I'm not doing enough for them, or I'm not showing them enough. And I think in those moments, Carol's really smart. She's actually told us to do certain things. I already have my index cards already printed up. I think I'm going to take it one step further, and on my own, I'm going to put Post-its everywhere so I can see little reminders of myself, to remind myself, hey, you know what? You're doing good. Keep working hard. Don't slow down. Don't surrender.
But at the same time, breathe.
Breathe, yes, and appreciate, and celebrate my victories.
Yeah.
Celebrate my partial victories.
And take time to meditate on your goals without, like you said, slow and steady wins
Races.
Is enjoying the progress as you're learning, because you're going to be learning a lot as you go, and I want you to be able to capture those things without moving too fast mentally. You won't be able to capture what you're learning. Yeah.
So.
All right, well, I'm going to meet you in 5 weeks from now, and we are going to do another interview, and we're going to see your pictures and measurements, and we will take it from here.
Wow, I'm excited. 5 weeks. Hey, old you know what? I'm going to remember what this guy looked like, because when the new guy comes in 5 weeks, we're not going to believe how far we've come. So thank you very much to Mark and Carol, and thanks, and we'll see you again in 5 weeks.
All right.
Okay,
Bye, guys.
bye-bye.
See ya. Ciao.